Hey guys, it's Mike, another King Arthur Legends Rise video. Today we're actually going to jump into Anguish here. Look at his garbage gear that I've got. I have been able to acquire a few 4, 5, and 6-star pieces that I didn't have when I initially built him for GORGOS, and he's been struggling, and we got stuck on GORGOS 8, so we're going to try to rebuild him and press on to GORGOS 9, maybe even GORGOS 10. So we're going to jump into detailed equipment settings. This is going to allow us to go through and actually rebuild him and compare him to what he used to have. So this piece here is in a crit set. I think we are going to hold on to crit rate based on the gear that I have. It seems to be I have some pretty effective pieces, but for him we're going to grab this piece right here, which is on the vigor set. Now I want to get him in a vigor set so he uses his A3 ability more frequently, because that's where he has the opportunity to land up to three of his dot chill effects on the boss GORGOS. So on this particular piece, it does have some crit rate, but outside of that, we'd really be looking for effect accuracy instead of resistance. But we're going to go ahead and equip that temporarily, see what that's looking like. On the chest plate here, we're going to go ahead and grab, I think it was this piece I was looking at. We get some attack speed. The faster he starts moving through his abilities, the more dots he might be able to get on GORGOS the boss. It'll speed our runs up. We also have that effect accuracy that we're looking for. That's going to be super helpful. Also, the main stat here of defense at 20 with 5-star. By the time I rank this up, we're going to get significantly more defense out of him, and he is the first person dying on the team right now. So if I can keep him alive, chances are I can get through GORGOS, because he really doesn't hit that hard, but right now I just have trash gear. So we're going to go ahead and equip that one temporarily. On the boots here, we're going to make sure we got the 6 pieces we want, and then we'll upgrade them and really compare it. On the boots here, we got 3-star garbage boots. We're going to be looking, I believe it was these guys we were looking at. Again, yeah, with that effect accuracy stepping up. So we're going to equip those temporarily. Got 3 pieces of the vigor set, so we're almost there. I think on this one we were looking at a crit rate earring or necklace, excuse me, with effect accuracy on it. So we're going to attempt that one. And then this one here is actually a great piece for him. It's a 6-star piece with crit rate, attack speed, 2 rolls. It's a great piece for him, but it doesn't fit the vigor set. So right now we temporarily are going to move him over into this, which would probably be better suited for someone, a healer that's doing their heals based on HP, such as Nika or even Turin. But we're going to go ahead and for right now we're going to equip it on him, again making him tankier so that he's not the first one to die. That completes our vigor set, and I think the last piece here we had was in a crit. Which one was it? Well, maybe it was this guy. Which one were we looking at? Maybe I got confused somewhere. All right, I think I messed up on the helmet there. So we are going to grab this vigor ring here to complete the vigor set. And on the helmet, there was a 4-star helmet here that had, where was it? It had attack speed and effect accuracy on it, which I think is going to be a little bit better. You typically probably want to build him with crit rate because he, does damage. But right now his damage is entirely dot damage, so we really just need this effect accuracy on him. So we're going to equip that. If I did have an alternative set, so vigor plus accuracy, I think that would be a better way to go. But unfortunately, I just don't have any of that gear, so we're going to go with this. Now we got our complete sets with the vigor and crit rate. We're going to go ahead and enhance those pieces to compare where we're at. So you can see all of our stats are red right now because everything's going to a base level. So if we enhance this, I'm hoping I have enough gold to just do everything max. But we'll go ahead and press through these and see how close we get to each of these pieces getting maxed out. I think it's equipped already. I don't know why we're... Oh, I unequipped it. We want to equip it. Temporary equip. All right. So I'm going to enhance through here, see where we end up, and I'll bring you back in. All right, so we're basically out of gold. We got all 6 of those pieces enhanced. Let's take a quick peek on how we did with the rolls. We got 2 in attack speed there, so that's awesome. I don't think we could have planned better there. On this guy here, we got 1 roll in effect accuracy, 2 in HP, so that's again going to make him tankier, but we did get that roll in effect accuracy, so that's helpful. Here we got 2 rolls in effect accuracy, so far this is going really well. On this one we got 1 roll in each thing, so that's not too bad, but we did get his effect accuracy on the 21% on that main stat. Here we got 2 rolls in invasion, so this could be a great piece at some point for my K build, although I would like to see crit rate or some sort of damage, attack, something right there instead of HP, but that evasion is always going to be helpful for her ability on that, and I clicked on the same one twice. Then we jump down here, we got a roll in both crit damage and recovery, and we did get an extra roll in attack speed, so that's actually going to be pretty good. So far what we're looking at is our attack has come down just a little bit from where we are before, or where we were before. Our defense has stepped up dramatically, and then our HP has stepped up quite a bit as well. Our attack speed is a little bit down, our vigor charge has gone up. Crit rates come down because we did have them in 2 crit sets plus a crit rate, I think, on the earrings, so that came down quite a bit, but that's okay. We're looking to land those dots. Crit damage has actually gone up, and effect accuracy has gone way up. We went from 17% all the way to 52. So that's pretty good. That's really the effect that we wanted, and building him with the purpose that we're actually using him for. If we come down here, got effect accuracy on these, you can see I have extreme slim pickings. I definitely want effect accuracy on this piece, and that is the only one I have, so no choices to be made there. We've got a 2-star piece of garbage, but it is fitting the role that we need it to do. So 7%, it could be significantly higher. I did pick up an orb here with I think attack speed, and again, if we get his attack speed going, he's going to be able to land his ability more frequently, so that is going to be a benefit for him as well. We might be able to enhance this. Yeah, we can, all the way to 9 with 88,000, because it's only a 3-star piece of trash, but it's the best we have on the account. But as you can see, from where we were to where we are now, we have made some substantial gains on his abilities and what we're using him for, specifically right here in this effect accuracy. Unfortunately, we did drop his crit rate at the expense of this build, but ultimately I think he's going to be significantly more effective in Gorgos where we're using him. So we're going to go ahead and change all of that. It's going to cost us 8,700 gold. Hopefully we have it. Yeah, we got 167. So right on cue, we need some gold because we just spent a whole bunch. We're going to jump into the Burning Lands here and see if we can press on to level 9 with our new team here, with Anguish kind of leveled up. Could start to level up his relic here. Seeing how he's probably going to be primarily used in this dungeon, the Frost Relic is probably going to be his best regardless of what those abilities are. So stepping that up will increase your HP, defense, and attack power. But for the purpose of what we're doing, we're really just trying to land those dots. So unless he ends up dying and we need him to be more tanky, we can kind of visit that. But let's give this a shot and see how close we are. So our goal here is that we are on full auto. We're gonna go and take it off real quick to talk about it. Everything's the same as when I did the Gorgos video a couple days back. So if you haven't checked that out, I highly recommend it. Kind of a little more deep dive on Gorgos. But on the skills here, we're looking to do A2 on Djerit. We're looking to do A1 on Turin. We could actually probably step this out because we might need that extra AoE heal. And then we're doing Anguish with the A3 ideally, or the A2, or the A1, excuse me. The A1 also has a 50% chance of landing 1 chill deep dot, whereas this one has a 50% chance 3 times of landing a chill dot. So that would be ideal if he's using that more frequently. And then Nika again with the A3 AoE heal and the A2. Nika could be exchanged out here for probably like Isolde would be a great choice, because on her A1, I said A2 again because it says 2 but it's on 1. I meant A1. But on Isolde's A1, she actually has the ability to lay dot on that ability also, so you could stack up dots and probably increase your run. I just built Nika already, so I have 2 AoE healers that are already 6-star 60, so I didn't want to build another one. Trying to consolidate as many resources as I need to make sure that I'm making through these dungeons kind of efficient and effectively, but also I want to start farming higher levels, so that's what we got going on here. So we're going to jump back out here, put the auto back on, see how we're doing. We do want to target the boss. You can see I already put a chill on that left arm. That's silly. That's not helping anybody. So we want to target the boss to land those chills. Here's one that just landed there. But ideally what we're looking for here is that we stay alive. If we stay alive, eventually we will kill him. So you look at, that was a big hit. I think before that was bringing him down probably closer to here. So bringing him to half health, as long as we can get his health back up. That is one of Gorgos's bigger hits. So that is pretty encouraging that we probably are going to make it through this. We got Again, Turin here doing a great job staying alive. All we're looking for here is heals and tankiness. We just want everybody to stay alive, and then we do want that effect accuracy on our Anguish to land those extra abilities when they do. So you see Djerit just went down right there. Everybody else was actually pretty good. So that tells me Djerit's build probably needs some love, and we are definitely not going to win now because we have nobody clearing all of these burns that are landing on us that are just going to pick us apart over time. I am going to just watch this to the end to see how close we get, and I'll bring you back in when we inevitably die. So that's it. They got us. Gorgos took us out. Yeah, those burns just stacked up. It wasn't happening. The healers were doing pretty good keeping them topped off, but once the burns got going, they really couldn't slow it down. So let's go jump into Djerit's build and see if we can get him more tanky. Ultimately, that's all we need is for him to be more tanky, and we do have a couple pieces of gear. We don't have any gold to upgrade it, but we got a couple pieces of gear that might be able to step up his defense and HP. All right, so looking at his build, we do have a couple real big pieces of gear on him here, 6-star and 6-star, but on his defense chest, we have a 3-star, so that has a lot of opportunities there. Also on his boots, HP, a lot of opportunity there with a 3-star. We do also have his belt down here. As we click on that, we got effect resistance, which actually you do not want his effect resistance high because having dots on him is what activates his passive ability, so you don't want him to resist those dots, so that would be the worst case scenario. ×2 worst case scenario. Effect accuracy, I guess we could put that on him and get a little bit of HP and level that up to level 6. It's gonna be better than nothing. What do we got over here on Douglas? I don't even know why. I must have been for faction wars or something. HP would be better with effect accuracy and defense. We're gonna go ahead and equip that on him just to get those little extra stats. We're gonna see what we can do in this space and try to get better defense on him. On these guys here, he's got HP on there, he's got HP on there, and HP on there. So we'd really like to get some more defense on him. So if we were able to get more defense on him here, looking at these, this guy here has this effect resistance, again, that we really don't want. He has 6-star with a lot of extra defense once we level it up. But if we move over to this guy, we've got defense with defense and HP. This is probably going to be a much better piece for him. Trying to see these other 5-star effect resistance, don't want that. Attack speed, we actually don't need him moving fast. His passive is fine. Defense and attack, so I think that's going to be our piece right there. Defense plus HP, and we're going to go ahead and equip that. And then we got to upgrade it. Let's take a look at the boots because we can get a little more HP out of boots with higher stats. We do have effect accuracy with a little bit of speed. Don't really need anything on his kit other than survivability. So let's see if this 5-star, we're going to get a lot more HP, get some defense and attack speed out of him. So it'd probably replace the attack speed we got, get some attack we don't really need, but that's going to be better for HP. And it's on a drain set that we're not really using, so that's probably going to be a pretty good fit for him. So we're going to equip that. And then we're sitting here with 0 gold. So what we're going to do is we're going to level these up to level 6. We're going to farm Gorgos a couple times, get some gold, come back, level them up to 12, and then come back and try level 9. I'll bring you back when all that's done. All right, so we got enough gold to get us up to level 9. I think that'll be enough. I did grab some statues. His faction happens to be open today, so we jumped in there so we could hopefully get some more stats here. Ideally looking for like a main stat of defense, or that one may be the one. Effect resistance. I don't want effect resistance. HP and HP wouldn't be bad. Defense and HP is probably a little better. Evasion, I think that the defense percentage will help, but we're going to go here with this defense and HP. I don't think he needs anything amazing. We just need a few more stats on him. Hopefully be enough. We can take it all the way to level 9 and we will be broke, which is why we are farming Gorgos to begin with. So hopefully that's enough. Let's jump back into Gorgos level 9 and see if he stays alive. All right, Burning Land level 9 here. We've got our team dialed in. Again, we probably could work on their relics too. That wouldn't be a bad way to go. I think I do have some materials there, but we'll press on with this. I did learn a little something as I was going through the kits. On Djerit, you actually don't need to use his A2 because his A3 or his passive ability actually removes all dots. So this one will remove 1 dot from each ally, but his passive removes all of them. So instead of using your vigor here, I just spam his A1. I started using Turin just for A1, so Anguish always has his A3 available, and that seems to be working pretty well. But we might need to pull that heal back in depending on if we're taking damage and we're not full health. If we're full health every time we're taking damage, then the heals are as good as they can be. But if we're still dying, it just means we don't have enough defense or HP on the characters that are dying. But if they're taking damage less than full health, we want to make sure we are topped off prior to taking those big hits. So we're going to sit here and take a peek at how this goes. You can see on the burns, occasionally you're going to end up with a turn where everybody has burns, but then Djerit does wash them all off, and then those heals come in and we're back to topped off health. So it doesn't seem to be too bad here. Waiting for that big hit that took Djerit out last time. That was the problem child. So hopefully we get a little further into that than we did last time. And again, just keeping him alive. So you can see, I think that might have been the hit that killed him last time, but we survived it. There is another hit he does that does quite a bit of damage. You can see we're taking damage right now, and we were not full health. So that tells me that our strategy is going to need to change. So we're going to have to come back in here, go back to Turin's ability so that she's getting that extra heal on everybody, and that probably is going to help us out. So we're going to run this back again and see if that change makes the difference. So ideally when Gorgos comes in and does the slam, he's not hitting Djerit or Anguish here. You can see that was the one that knocked him out. That's his big hit. He's at 0 health basically. So we need an AoE ability here. We need another AoE ability here. Hopefully she's got the vigor to do it. We did not get back to full, but he's not doing his big hit yet. So that way they have another go round of their AoEs to get him back to full health before that comes in. So I do think changing that minor thing might just be the difference. You do want to make sure you're targeting the boss. You see all these chill effects I've got stacked up on Gorgos right now. If you do not target the boss, he might send those on the right or the left arm, so that's kind of unfortunate. But you can see all that damage it just took off with those chill effects. So we got one more stacked up on him and keeping on. But this might just do it. It does look like it's a little bit sketchy. Oh man, that was close. We need to get those off of him before. There we go. Okay. It does look like it's a little bit sketchy. If it does make it, it may not be 100% success rate, and it definitely am not where I need to be in order to beat Gorgos 10. But you can see we're back to full health again, so we probably are going to make this happen. Because we've gone through all of his abilities, and the biggest that he has to offer, we went through it. So I think we're going to be okay. But I don't think we're making it through Gorgos 10. So we're going to need to step Djerit up to level 60, Anguish up to level 60, probably work on getting just slightly better gear, get Djerit topped off with that gear that we are doing. But this should be a victory for Gorgos 9. I'll bring you back in when we're wrapping up. So right here at the end, we actually just lost Anguish. We still do have this HP burn on Gorgos. I think that's after he hits halfway. He ends up having a burn on himself. So as long as we can stay alive long enough, we're not really doing a lot of damage on him. But as long as he doesn't kill us, that burn is going to tick away, and eventually we'll get him, so hopefully. But it is a little bit sketchier than I thought as far as that. But once Anguish goes down, like, he is our damage dealer, so everything kind of falls apart. At this point, we're just watching this single tick of dot damage, slowly erode his life, and eventually, hopefully, we'll get there. Djerit's down now, so this is not looking good. This is going to be really close if we make it. We probably just need one more turn, though. One more turn on that and probably get him dead. So hopefully, yeah. Oh, man, that was by the skin of our teeth. So I wouldn't say that's going to be an effective clear for stage 9, but it did get it done, and now we are on to stage 10 where we can farm as efficiently as possible, but we're going to need to make some pretty sizable adjustments. So again, on this team, it's definitely not fast. It's going to be kind of a grinded out sort of thing, but it is very free to play friendly. You've got 2 AoE healers, Turin, Isolde, you could use Clementine, you could use Arduin. All 4 of them, just pick 2. Ideally, if you have Isolde built, she does have that dot damage on her A1, probably be effective as one of those just to help speed the run up. Anguish, you get after 9 days and you can build on him. I think mine's only on Chivalry level 2, so he's not doing a whole lot there. If we could get him up to level 60, that could make a lot of difference for him. And then trying to get just slightly better gear. 4 and 5 star gear is not bad. Right here we have a little bit of opportunity to get a better belt on him. But you know, those are the kind of things you make small gains over time and eventually you'll be there. On Djerit's build, he has quite a bit that we could do better with both the belt and the orb. Everything did get him up to 4 to 6 star gear on him, but we don't have any gear sets. So that could be something where maybe we try to put him in a defense set, try to put him in a life set, try to start getting some of those extra stats that we don't have now, and then we can obviously top him off to 12 on both of these. That's not going to be enough to take on GORGOS 10, I'm sure of it, but getting him into different gear sets that start stacking that up and making him more durable would definitely be a step in the right direction. But I think that's about what I got for you today. I was hoping to get through GORGOS 10, but I just don't think we have it in us yet. But we're going to keep farming, keep accruing and acquiring resources and gear and everything else, and we'll get there probably in the next few days is my hope. But, you know, that's part of the grind, is trying to figure out how to press on. I appreciate you sticking with me all the way to the end. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please do so. It means the world to me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.